The card and the house of the lily or lilies, for me, is the card in the house of extended family or mature family members. This is generally how it tends to manifest for me. We're talking about older family members, so kind of think elderly, pensioner to have a pension, an older person who needs support, maybe grandparents, all right? Now, so thinking about extended family, so kind of family who are not living in the same house or the same apartment, then if we have a card like the bouquet in the house of the lily, usually this for me is the birthday. It indicates a birthday, anniversary, or engagement or wedding, but normally it's a birthday. This is my primary vibe. So this would be a birthday of another family member who is maybe, say, an aunt or an uncle or grandparents or elderly parents, all right? Now, the lily is a very specific card in the sense of determining whether someone's telling the truth. If it's above the seeker, they're of good moral standing. They're being an honest person, they're a good person, they have a good moral structure. If it's below, they're lying, they're usually dishonest. The lily is also the card of kind of hopes, I suppose. Future hopes, future plans, long-term plans. So it can be seen as that as well. But usually for me, extended family, that tends to be how it manifests. There's a lot of, I could literally spend an hour talking about this card. There are so many different ways of thinking about it. Okay, because this is such a complex card, I'm going to read to you what Andy Borovic has written in his book 36, the Lenormand, 36 cards. Keywords: euphoria, sexuality, protection. So this is it's a very, very old-fashioned card. By the way, the playing card inside is normally the King of Spades. So it can be a person who is a male, possibly older, air sign, like a King of Swords, or someone who's a lawyer or something like that, or just someone in the family. King of Spades, a dude. The essence of the lily card is ecstasy. Most Petit Lenormand decks show a branch or bouquet of several Madonna lilies native to the Balkans, whilst most historians believe the fleur-de-lis was actually an iris rather than a lily. The lily symbol has become synonymous with several royal families of Europe and the monarchy's duties to protect, nurture, and endure, and emphasizes masculine values. Okay. It's a bit of a strange book. When the lily card falls below the querence card, it indicates that they are set for a difficult time and unhappiness, and that overall character will be sorrowful or a liar, normally. Should the lily card fall above the significator, it predicts happiness and a character most virtuous, in other words, telling the truth, progressed meanings, okay? These were fun books to read, I tell you, not. But interesting. This is the problem, is that you kind of have to accept this is what comes with Lenormand. It's a very old-fashioned system. To become more of a fluent reader, you have to go back to 1890 or 1760, whenever it was first created. You've really got to go back and think in a very, very traditional, very conservative, family-orientated way. Otherwise, a lot of it won't make sense. The main meaning of the lily is that, and it's hard for a homosexual gay like me, believe me, it's been a 5-year struggle. The main meaning of the lily is that of your family in general, but especially your children, siblings, and cousins. It can be the seeker's adult male offspring. When the child is their grandchildren. When the child is their grandchildren. Okay, if you live alone, look to the lily, not to the house, for what your family's fortune is. Favorable cards around the lily predict that your family will be blessed with happiness and joy, and also stand steadfast with you. Good cards around the lily and the lily falling above your significator are always a strong sign of happiness. Unlike the bouquet, this is a deeper and more enduring happiness. As the card deals with your offspring, it also deals with your sex life. With the sun, it indicates sexual pleasure and sated desires, but as context matters, it can just show a happy family. Should the scythe fall before the lily, it can be a sign of deviancy and sexual harassment or rape, okay? In some circumstances, the lily is a sign of official protection by agencies that have a duty to provide care and aid, such as social and healthcare organizations, okay? Especially with the tree. Health, the lily stands for all sexual health. Anatomically, however, it represents the male sexual organs. Okay, I would have thought it was more of a foof, but never mind. I thought the snake was more of a schlong. But anyway, yeah, Andy Borovic, God. It's a very interesting book. In fact, I'm glad that I read that. It's a book that I definitely need to reread because I'd forgotten about that. There's a lot of bits of information that you gradually build up, layer upon layer upon layer. And they are really good to know, but warning, if you're not white, straight and conservative, you'll find these books to be quite challenging. I'm at the stage now where I can appreciate them. Saying that, I find them very old-fashioned, very conservative, not my cup of tea at all. But it is really good to understand because it's a very, very complex card. The meaning of this card is incredibly complex, as you've seen, and that's just scraping that's just the tip of the iceberg. I have another 10 books on this. I should really go through one day and maybe read to you in one video all of the interpretations from each of the different books, and you'll see just how much variety there are. And then when we get into card combinations, you have endless, infinite combinations. It takes time. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that.